close. If you don't qualify, you get your earnest money back.
Okay.
Okay? Which is probably the most important thing. This talks about title and escrow, and quite candidly, we have a great title company that we use. They're super on the ball, they're very efficient, and they'll actually be looking out for your behalf.
Oh, good.
Okay? And so we get to pick them, so if it's okay. I like to be able to use Security Title because we pick up the phone and we say jump and they say how high.
That's nice.
Right?
We like that, yeah.
It's just nice because they're professional, they're one of the bigger companies in town, and they do a super job, especially for us because we do so much volume with them.
Oh, great, okay.
Okay? This is the disclosure page, and basically on the disclosure page, we're going to get two disclosures. Number one is going to be the seller property disclosure, and that talks about everything that the seller knows about the property. And the other thing will be disclosures for like the homeowners, for HOA, and maybe take a look at the documents to see what they say, that you can't have, you know, a ham radio antenna, or certain things that they just may prohibit.
Right, okay.
And so we'll take a look at that. And then the warranties that they talk about here is basically, as you see it is the way they'll leave it. So if we look at a property and it's in good shape, they're supposed to keep it in that same condition all the way till the time we close. Okay, so now this next page is all about doing our due diligence, our inspections, okay? Now what we're going to do is a couple different inspections. Number one, we're going to do what we call a home inspection, where you're going to hire an inspector and they're going to come in and inspect the whole home. They're going to check out the air conditioner, the dishwasher, the disposal. They're going to plug all of the plugs in the electrical socket and make sure everything works.
Okay.
Okay? And they'll give us a report, and then we'll be able to ask the seller to fix anything that's not working.
Great.
Okay?
Okay.
Then we're also going to get a termite inspection to make sure that the house doesn't have any termites, and because we want to kill those little bugs if it does, and we'll actually put on this next page that if we have any termites, that they're going to treat the whole entire house. Okay? Then what we have here is what we call a buyer disapproval, which means you get to give them an opportunity to fix everything that you want to have fixed. Now, we're not going to go for ticky-tacky little things, but anything that we call a warranted item, which would be a dishwasher, disposal, anything that has to be working, they have to fix.
Okay.
Okay, and the other stuff we'll kind of look at a case by case.
Sure.
And then the last thing we've got here on the last page, as we're getting done, is basically where we would write here under additional terms and conditions that if the home has termites, the seller will treat the entire property at no cost to you.
Okay.
Okay? And then the last page is just where we sign, and we're typically going to do a personal check for your earnest money, and I hold that until we actually get an acceptance. If we don't get an acceptance, nobody gets that money. I just give it back to you.
Okay.
If we get an acceptance, the next day that check needs to be good.
Okay.
Okay? And we'll probably give them 2 days to decide on our offer. Okay? Now, when we make an offer, remember, we're going to try and put our best foot forward, and we're going to make sure that we maybe start a little bit above full price, so all the techniques that we talked about earlier. And the last thing that I just want to go through with you is called the Buyer's Advisory. And this Buyer's Advisory is required by the Department of Real Estate to be shown to every single buyer. But like we discussed earlier, 95% of the buyer agents don't show it to you till they're done. And they say, oh, I forgot you're supposed to sign this.
Okay.
Really, you're supposed to look at this now, not later. Okay?
Okay.
And it just basically covers stuff like what's going on with the contract, looking at the MLS printout, if they have a subdivision report, the CC&Rs, the covenants, conditions, and restrictions that are in the neighborhood that maybe the homeowners association put on there. So you'll go through all that stuff. You also look at your loan documents. I'll help you with that. We'll get a title commitment to make sure that we have a clear title. No liens or encumbrances on the property. We'll talk about a home warranty. We discussed that and the benefits therein. Also, we'll talk about the county tax records, make sure that you're being assessed for the exact square footage that they say the home is. If it's 2,200, we want to be assessed for 2,200.
Okay.
So really, at the end of the day, it covers just about everything. You can see we just have hundreds and hundreds of websites that you can go to in regards to square footage, the roof, the sewer, fire insurance, flood insurance, mold, all of this
Wow.
stuff is covered here. And as you can see, I just need a signature or a initial at the bottom. And then the last page, you just sign this one here, if I could.
Okay.
And just sign here that I've gone through it with you, and you now have an opportunity to go home and look at it.
Perfect.
Okay? So what we've done today is we've really accomplished a couple things. Number one, we have, in my opinion, an exact analysis of what it is you're looking for in a home.
Right.
Right? Whether it be a new home or a resale, you'll look at both, correct?
For sure, yes.
We're going to set you up on a computerized search that every time something pops up in your criteria, it's going to email you. And I need you to quickly look at that email and at least open it and take a look. And even if I have to, I'll take a drive over and look at the condition of the property so we can get on it immediately.
Okay, great.
Okay? We have our financing in order. So really it's just a matter of making an offer, getting it accepted, and then starting the process.
Wonderful.
And I am so excited to
Thank
meet you.
you. Me too. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and let your husband know that we'll go out next Saturday.
Okay.
I think you said 10 or is 11 a little bit better? Which is better?
11 would be
11?
better,
Okay.
yes.
And are we going to have the 3 kids with us on the first tour?
No.
No. Okay. Just you and your husband?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay. I look forward to it, and we'll see you on Saturday, 11 o'clock.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.